morning. A little late. It's about 9:22. I was rudely awakened this morning at about 5 a.m. by the loudest thunder I think I've ever heard. I think it was actually outside my window. We had a little thunderstorm come through for like half hour. Small but powerful. It was pretty much all red because I looked at the radar. So the ground's still wet, but it's not going to stop me because I actually have to get this job started. I don't know. The longest portion is going to be just hauling off. Really, the actual work there, I don't have enough space. That's the issue. So I'm going to have to do is kind of clear and haul off today, and then maybe I can start demoing tomorrow or haul the actual structure because it's so overgrown. I have nowhere to put any of the trash or anything. I really can't move. So we'll start off the clear today, get that done and opened up, and then see how far we get and how much mud we rip out. But I have the dump trailer attached. All good to go, except I forgot to hook up the 2 rear brakes. So I'm not going to take anything to the landfill because that's what normally heavier loads. Brush isn't that heavy and the front brakes are working fine. So we'll rehook them up later tonight. But got a half out, 25 minutes to the job. We get there around 10 o'clock and get to work. So clearing the property, and as you saw in the previous video, I was already out here. This stuff is so thick. Look at what I didn't see. I took down one tree and this just appeared. A whole back end of an old truck. It's dirty, you can't really see much, but you can see it's a truck. Tail lights, everything. From what I don't know, just by looking at it, I would have to say early 60s. Because that body line on the side, that fin type right thing right there, that's not on 70s, 80s, or 90s. That's earlier. That's awesome. That is coming home. It's not going to the landfill. That's why I like doing demo jobs. Sometimes fighting for stuff. Clearing's going pretty good. Hardest part with these kind of jobs where it's nothing clear. Not the hardest part. Clearing is going good. Hardest part about this job is really just figuring out what goes and what stays. In the contract, I put anything under 4 inches is going to go no matter what. And then it's kind of my thought process after that. What I think can go, what I think can stay, stuff like that. Obviously, I'm thinking these two are going to stay. This big oak's going to stay. All the oaks are going to, I want all the big oaks are going to stay no matter what. It's just the smaller stuff kind of figuring out which big oaks have to go. Nothing here is heritage though, which is good. So we're not underneath any restrictions. These are pretty sure they're going to stay. This is going to stay. But like that one right there, I think that's got to go. I think this one can stay. That too is going to have to go. I'm going to kind of clear the outside and then work my way in. And then we'll see if any of them have to be removed for the clearing of that. But to this, Dean Auto Sales, Convene, Texas. That's pretty cool. It's actually a trailer. It's got the axle on it. And it's currently chained up to that tree. So my brother's going to see if he can run me a bolt cutter. So I'm going to leave it alone for right now. But basically, we're just going to go through, cut it. It's an old Dodge. I wonder what that sticker says. Let's see if I can zoom in. I know the manufacturer of it, so I can see when it was. I don't know why the phone does that. It goes really good and really bad. See when it was manufactured. That's things. It's cool. I'm definitely gonna keep it. I mean, it's been here a while. You can see how dug it is into the ground. But we got to get those bolt cutters off first. So I'm gonna stop clearing here. Work my way around the back. Go from there. I want to keep this one. There's a fence. I ripped it out in here. Then we're going to start blazing a trail through here and figuring it out. Well, that's a first. I've never had the line pop off. Branch or something must have hit it and knocked it off. That is perplexing. It looks fine. Yep. Something just must have hit it and popped it off. Alright, well. That's not that big of a deal. We gotta get this fixed. But besides that, it's going pretty good. Real fake here within the trees. I'm feeling like I'm still gonna have to take out. Oh, so this is gonna go. I believe that one's dead. Top of it's dead, so that one's gonna go. We're gonna keep this one. We're gonna keep this one. These two are gonna have to go. I'm working on that right now. And then over here, I would like to keep this one. I don't know why, I just would. I kind of like how it's growing that way. But we'll see how it is when I start demoing everything. But clearing wise, I think we're almost... I might go a little more that way, but not crazy, because we want to keep our exterior. I want to keep the perimeter for privacy. So I'm not going any farther that way than that right there. And then going to the back, there is a rear entrance that I'm going to... was there. I'm just going to open it up so they can have access to it. Also, we have a tank. I'm going to see if I can take that, bring it to the property. So I'm going to take out these burned up stuff, a whole bunch of metal. There's going to be a lot of dirt haul off on this job, which is kind of going to suck. Here it is. So here's that back pathway. I'm going to, I say clear this up right here so they can use it, because I don't see why not. And then I'm not going to necessarily clear much farther back, maybe to right here. We'll clear this out, leave the rest. Not the investor, but the investor's land developer guy. It's going to be here on Friday, so I got to talk to him about that. But I think, because I want to keep all the nice oaks. I don't know. This is the hard part when it comes to this, is what I have the area marked out where I want to clear, or that we agreed to clear on. But once you start doing it, you get nice, beautiful oaks. Don't want those gone. So might bring the mulcher in and do that. But I think what we're going to do is actually start hauling off today, which would be absolutely amazing. Be a little bit ahead of my own schedule in my head. Because when I get that popped off, I'm just babbling at this point because I'm still figuring everything out in my head. But I was going to disconnect the electrical later, but I already ripped the line up, so we're going to deal with it now. This is where the meter would go. These lines 1, 2, 3 are the ones that go to the pole. Those are still, they're still connected, so those are still going to be live. These are the 3 that go to the structure. These are going to be dead because there's no meter in it right now, so there's nothing connecting the 2 wires. So just double check. Now we come down here, there's only one breaker, which is the main one, which is 200 amp, and it's off. I would like to disconnect the lines going underneath it, but I have to find a way in here, in there, which I don't have the tools just yet. So we're just gonna cut the lines right where they sit. It is safe to do it. Again, there's nothing connecting it there, and then this breaker is off. So doubly okay, good to go. You always want to be careful doing this stuff, because if there's one thing that'll kill you quickly, it's electrical. You do one thing wrong and the forever nap. So yeah, this is all good. We're gonna just cut these lines and get back to it. And just like that, all the lines are disconnected. Now you're probably thinking, well, why not just get a big machine, grab them and rip them out? The reason you don't want to do that is those lines going up are still live and still connected. So if best case scenario, you can get behind the panel and undo the lines from the bottom panel going down. That way you can pull the lines through and it'll just pull the conduit. Since I couldn't have done that, I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to get the tools out to do it. It's still connected. It could rip that one off, and then ultimately possibly rip that one off as well. And then you just have live lines there, ripping off the pole. It's just easier to cut them, but there are ways to do it if you don't have tools. Had a nice little conversation with the neighbor 2 doors down. I know it's been this property for a decade, and it looks like every bit of that. First load, all good to go. I could have went a little higher with it, but I only have 2 straps. And again, the 2 straps is good enough. But as I told all my guys, if 2 straps is good, 3 is better, 4 is great, 5 is overkill. So I would like to have at least one more on the back or something. And again, how I do it is I do smaller stuff up here and then full limb pieces. And I like to do one big piece. That's what that top thick log is, to kind of hold it down. The reason being is that top thick piece will kind of hold everything down, and then all these are long pieces. You're not going to have, or whole pieces that follow the whole length of the trailer, you're not going to have stuff falling out here and there because it's all connected. If you were to do the opposite, which I've done before, all full pieces at the bottom and then light on the top, you got to throw the tarp over it, and you can't stack it as high. It's just more of an annoyance. So this is years of loading trailers. I've kind of figured out the best method for it. The reason I did stop is not necessarily because I couldn't go higher. I kind of ran out of big materials. Like, that's all small stuff, and that's all small stuff there, and that's not good for the top. So that'll blow off, and I've never had anything blow off the trailer, and I want to keep it that way. But let's head to the recycling center. I didn't film dumping the material because my phone was charging, but remember yesterday when I was up underneath the trailer and I was welding that back part? Yeah, I'm a dumbass. It's a dump trailer. That right back there is where I welded. I crawled up underneath this thing with it down. I could have raised the whole thing up and stood there and welded it perfectly. I have to be laying down and get welding stuff in my hair and all kinds of stuff like that. The epiphany I just had. In other news, this is the dump. Or not the dump, recycling facility. Some of it, that's all mulch right there. Obviously, they're burning this with a pit. Or it's like a shredding container. They put a fan on and a whole bunch of other stuff, and then you can just dump that to the landfill or wherever. I also get mulch from here as well. It's super cheap because not a lot of people know about it, but it does get extremely muddy, like it is right now. Luckily, the mud here won't really sink your truck. It just gets slick. Just super slippery, but you don't go that deep, which is nice. I also love seeing all the big toys. I played with that big excavator, a big excavator like that before. Remember those trucks? I'd like to drive one of those trucks one day. But the other nice thing about this facility is I got the guy's info. So most facilities you gotta go dump and pay, or pay and then dump. This one, I show up, get as many loads done as I can, and text the guy at the end of the day, hey, there's X amount of loads, and they charge my account. It's so efficient. Little predicament. I rolled up and there's a loader just kind of sitting at the entrance. Don't know why. It's only 4 o'clock. They ain't closed. I'm gonna call the yard guy and see what's going on. Well, they closed early because it was getting muddy and they were getting stuck. I didn't get stuck. All I'm gonna say. Anyway, cool guy. I talked to him, and pretty much what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put the trailer in between those 2 dumpsters. I, in theory, could take this to the other facility, but again, they charge $140, so like rough, not as much, like 40% more. And it's already 4 o'clock, about to be 4 o'clock. So come back tomorrow about 7, hook up to the trailer and go dump it. I'm debating if I go back to the job tonight. I don't think I will. There's really no point to head back out there. It's already 4, and I got enough done today. Where's the skid park though? No, I will go back. What we'll do is this: I'll drop the trailer, run home, go up to the other trailer, go get bolt cutters, go cut that and put that up. It all worked out. Let me go drop this trailer. Up. Now I can take a good look at it. Jeez. I mean, it's got a little rust through in the middle, but these seized up. Oh yeah, only a new axle. But I have an idea. My mother needs a trailer for her office. We run the market in our town, and my mom needs a trailer for it. We're gonna get a 60-foot enclosed trailer. But this would be way cooler. And, I mean, all structurally it's pretty well sound. I mean, a little rust here and there, but we'll throw a new axle on it. It's not an actual truck axle. Throw a trailer axle on it, rewire all the lights, and then build some kind of cab or find a tonneau cover for it. I like that idea. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's wrong with it is, I mean, obviously something fell on it. Maybe we could fix that, or I don't know. Bend it back, worst case scenario. This is awesome. All right, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna go grab another chain, and then run another chain to the front of it here, come along the side of it, and pick it up, and then we'll put it on the trailer. Should be that simple. So I had a nice little conversation with the neighbor on this side. Nice lady. She comes walking over and, hey, how are you, ma'am? This and that. And she goes, hey, did you cut any lines? And I went, shit. Yes, I did. Why? They had no internet. Apparently, the line that was running right here, which I just thought was I knew it was data, but I thought it went to here. They ran their electrical or Wi-Fi line. So it was going that way. They went here, down here, and then over that way. Why? I have no idea. It was on his property. There was no reason for me to know. I did run right through. They must have pulled it through. And there's still a piece over there sitting. So luckily she was super, super nice about it. And pretty much I just told her if there's any issues, I said call your Wi-Fi company, say the line was cut, it was on the neighbor's property and whatnot. Say if they have any questions, have them give me a call and I'll be happy to deal with them. I'm not in the wrong. I feel bad because I cut their Wi-Fi, but it was on his property. It shouldn't have never been ran there. And if it was on the ground, I'd have no idea. But it is. Luckily, she was super nice about it, and I deal with that later. And they actually might end up buying this property, so maybe I can get this sold for that guy too and really be in his good graces. But we have a chain, basically loop one there, and now we just gotta hook it up to this. I just missed some great content. Would have went viral. Let's see, there's no more door on the machine. Almost broke my femur. But it's just going to be a real bad bruise. Happened about, I don't know, a minute and a half ago. I'd say I'm quite calm, actually. But it is what it is. You just don't panic and you'll be fine. Luckily, I turned the machine off. So this is what happened. I was sitting down, as you normally do. You see these cut wires right here? Yeah, those are pesky safety devices. Like, if the door's open, the boom won't come down. I cut that because, well, I'm smarter than that. I'm not an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was really excited. I got that thing halfway on. I'm like, okay, cool. I just got to move it. Back in the machine. Door's open. It boom came down. I went to boom down. It hit the door, and a freak thing of nature. See how there's this blue thing right there and not that one? So that one could be up and down. You can operate the machine. That one has to be down because that sensor's there. The boom came down. So the door was supposed to be like this. Like this. So, okay. The door's like this. It was like this. I hit it. It went down and like this. Pushing that up. And then also, at the same time, let me get in it. Yeah, this one does the up and down. So the door was open. It came down and in like this. Hitting this up, which doesn't kill it, but also slamming this up and to the back. Normally what happens is, when something goes wrong, you let go of the controls, and it stops. It doesn't stop when there's a door hitting the damn thing, so it came all the way down, pinned the door right here, just bam, right there. I was pinned up like so, took my hat off, clipped the key, and once I knew that, I'm like, all right, here's what it is. Nothing. I thought to myself, here's what it is. Nothing's broken. Just turn it off. I was able to shimmy myself up, put the door down, throw my hat out, kind of just deform my hat. I'm really more worried about this, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm gonna have a hell of a bruise. I'm telling you, and I can feel it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be dark, real dark. There's a little excitement for the day. But yeah, that's all loaded up. But yeah, that was like almost 4 or 5 minutes ago, so no big deal. But that's all loaded up. I will. Luckily, these seem to be good. I might have to get one of those because the bottom one's missing now. But I hope these are good because those are like $400 a piece, which is stupid. The door also seems to be fine. I think I just broke the little clip. It's probably like $120 to buy both of them. So, oh no one's dead. It's good. Let's go get the propane tank. And that was really my saving grace, was this bucket was pointed down when yeah. So what my real saving grace was this bucket was pointed down. On this control, when you do wait a minute, this is up, that's down. Okay, I lied in the previous video. What happened was the controller it hit like this, and that pushed my leg to do the controller there and forward. So it went that way. My saving grace was this: the bucket was down. If this bucket was not pointing down, this would be snapped in half right now. That's a 1/2 inch thick polyester. It's damn near bulletproof. Yeah. If that was like this and kept going down, I'd be in an ambulance right now. Or figuring out how to crawl out. I don't know. It could have been way worse. It wasn't. Lesson learned. You always learn things. Last time I took the door off, I left one of these open, brought the bucket down, ripped that off. $400 mistake. I learned. This time I learned again. Make sure the door was closed. Don't get too excited. Yet another reason why I like Kubota. Everything's internal. You can have the door open and still work. So I don't know. I only got 2 more years left to paint this machine on, and I'll own it. And I'd probably go buy Kubota. Just got a video finished up. My camera, aka my phone, does not want to transfer the footage of today over, so we'll do all that tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get an external hard drive because I think the folder, we've done 33 days so far, and we're at, the last one I did was like 48 gigabytes. I think we're at like 400 or almost 500 gigabytes in one folder now. This computer's kind of slowing down. It's got a terabyte of storage, but 500 gigabytes is a lot. plus my other stuff. So I'm probably got 200 gigs left. So what we're gonna do is get a hard drive and start to good night.